So, how will they manage Messi's minutes? We have an immensely tight schedule. We've talked about this ad nauseum leading up to the Leagues Cup and about all the talk about us making the playoffs. I think the playoffs is going to be. I really think it's going to be a miracle for us to make it. I think it's going to be very tough as we get closer to it and we're getting to the regular season with the first regular season game being this Saturday. It is going to be an uphill battle. I think if it was a flat 12 games where it's like you're playing one game every week, no issues. I think the problem is we're playing a game every 3 to 4 days, especially in the month of September. We're playing 6 games in 1 month. It is
Yeah.
jam packed. And if you want to add an extra day, because technically we're playing on the final day of August, like that's really 7 games in a month. So, and don't forget the Leagues Cup, the US Open Cup game. So 7 to 8 games in a month. Like that is insane. So I guess how do you see okay, we talk about Messi's minutes, but then also just like general rotations. But I guess specifically Messi because I think this team is very scared to play without him, or at least Tata is.
Well, I think when it comes to everybody else, I think it's gonna be more standard rotation, kind of like we see, like we've seen a little bit already with Tata. Um, Certain players mix and matching. But with Messi, I still maintain that it's his choice. If Messi says I'm good to play, he's gonna play. If Messi needs a rest, he's gonna rest. That's just
What
how
do
it's
you
gonna
think he'll
be.
say? Do you think he's playing full 90 this Saturday?
If he
Because I don't think
starts,
so.
if he starts, and they don't have the game wrapped up, then yes.
I agree with you if he starts. I don't think he starts though. I think
I
what's
don't
going
think
to
he should
happen.
start. I think he will. I don't think he should. I think he will though. If that's what you're if you're asking my prediction, I think he's gonna start.
I think we're incredibly fortunate, which is crazy to think just even 2 months ago that this wasn't the case. We are very deep versus 2 months ago, we were literally calling up academy kids. We are very deep right now. So I think almost every position can get swapped out. Except for him. I think it's even though I still think you can. So I think we got depth at center back. I think you can sub out like Christoph or Avilas. I think Jordy can get subbed out for Noah Allen. Same with DeAndre Yedlin. You could put Noah Allen over there, or even put McVay over there if you really had to. I think Busquets needs a rest. I don't think
Yeah,
Busquets
Busquets
definitely
has
doesn't
been
start,
he's been
and I don't think
tiring.
he
He's
needs
been
to.
slowing.
And I don't think he needs to start. He has not been playing well, and I think it's because he's gassed. He's sloppy, and I think if Arroyo starts, I think you're going to see Mota come back, which gives Kramaski some rest. I mean, even though I think Kramaski's probably still good because he hasn't been playing full 90s. Same thing with Gomez. And then now you got Fadias, an attacker. Campana hasn't been playing that much, so you can put Campana back out there again because Joseph had played most of the League's Cup, so you can give Joseph some rest, and then Fadias, you can move him over there, take Robert Taylor's spot,
Yeah,
and
because I
then
think
with
Taylor needs a
Messi,
rest.
I think Messi's the right wing, and the only problem is who else do you put over there? And the closest thing I can think of is Robert Taylor, but that kind of defeats the purpose of giving him rest, you know, because like I wouldn't mind a front three of Fadias, Campana, and Taylor because Taylor can play the right. I wouldn't mind that front three if you want to rest Messi. I think even with our rotational lineup, I think we can still beat New York. I think we're very deep. I really do. And especially if Gregory come back soon and then Malta gets some footing under his belt, which hopefully he was able to knock off all the rest this past Wednesday. I think we're very deep even with our rotations. And I think if you can bring in Busquets, Messi, and Alba the last 30 minutes or 45 minutes, I think that's straight because at the end of the day, this is just a regular season match. So we're stopping at 90. So if
Yep.
they can come in at the 60th, 55th minute, I think they can handle that. And then obviously you're going to back home to Nashville, which is going to be another quick turnaround. So yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if these next 2 games, the big three don't start. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
Even
I
though
think
I can't
Busquets
imagine
definitely
Messi
needs
not
a rest. I think
Busquets should
Taylor
start for the next
should get a rest. Busquets needs a rest. Robert Taylor really should get a rest.
because he's been running his ass off. Robert Taylor's been running his
I mean,
ass.
give Christoph a break. Other than that, I mean, normal rotation. Mata, I think he should be, he's an option now. I don't think he should be
I
thrown
feel
into the
like
game
Alba's
again after
still
the last game.
good
Alba seems to be fine.
because
He
he came
doesn't
late.
seem,
Because he
yeah,
came
he
late,
came a little later, so I think he's fine. Um,
but
we'll see how it
you still
goes.
got Noah Allen there,
Let's put it
who's been
like
playing
this.
pretty
It's
well.
definitely going to make our MLS picks interesting when we get to that
Yeah.
point soon, very
I
soon.
guess if Messi doesn't play, do you think they change formation? Maybe they
I
take
don't think
away a
they
right
should. I think
winger.
they should go back to the stick
Who do
with
you put
what's
at
going
right
on.
wing? Because if you
You could
rest
play fluid. You don't have to actually play with a right winger. You can kind of play with like a right midfielder almost, like someone who's just like a right-sided
Kramaski
midfielder.
up there,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
and
You
you
could
put
have
Kramaski
Kramaski
at
because he
the
doesn't
right
need to.
wing,
He doesn't need to sit all the way on the wing if you're going to have Yedlin running down the wing. Yedlin's going to be the wide player, you know, the really wide player.
because you still got
So
Ruiz
it'll
you
be
can bring off the
yeah.
bench. You still got, like that. My
So
only
I don't
thing
think
is,
I don't think it's a huge concern.
I will say, I don't think you really have a backup for Yedlin. Especially, I don't know if you heard the news; they just loaned out Harvey Neville.
I did see that.
Um, so now you
Whatever. He
have
fucking
really no
sucks
right
anyway.
back, but but you do have that
I
boat
mean,
right
I'm not
kid,
even trying to
and
be
maybe he can.
like I'm not even trying to be mean, but it's just true. I mean, Harvey Neville
Yeah,
sucks.
well, you do have that boat right kid who played that one game, and I thought
I
that
thought
one
he was
game he looked
great.
pretty decent.
I thought he was great. I
So
was like, holy
maybe
shit, we got another one.
maybe they have more
Yeah,
faith in
absolutely.
him
I think
instead
they
of
should
yet
play more.
Neville.
Right? They should,
So
because he was actually good for us. Whereas Neville, I don't
yeah,
fucking give a shit. Like he's kind of useless.
yeah. Like I said, my only concern is who replaces Messi without changing the formation. And I feel like the best thing to do would probably put Kramaski at the right wing. But then even then, Kramaski still needs rest. But he's still young, so maybe he can keep on going.
He's young, and they haven't been making him play full 90s either. So I think he could do it.
Yeah, so I think we're looking pretty solid, especially midfield. I think you can swap out and rotate midfield. I think especially Busquets, shouldn't play. I think Messi, if he's up to it and he can do it, he can. He walks a lot. Alba, I know he was gassed his past game, but I feel like Alba can still go because he didn't play as many. Obviously, you can throw in Campana in there. Campana didn't really play too much, and yeah, but Busquets has got to go. You got to put Arroyo. Arroyo didn't even play the Open Cup, which is wild to me. I was surprised he didn't play at all. That really shocked me.
Yeah, he's been putting a lot of effort in as well. It did shock me,
Uh,
but I don't know.
I think
He
Busquets
could
has
have
got to
played a
get out.
little
He
bit.
needs rest.
Yeah.
Like that dude was literally a dead man walking. I was like, there's no way. I was surprised they had him run the full 120 in that heat. But so yeah, I guess we'll see. I think these next three games are going to be pretty crucial because I mean, Red Bulls, then Nashville, and then you got LAFC, and it seems like these next three games are where they're going to do some serious rotations and what they do there. And then who knows what's going to happen with this whole international window thing if Messi gets called up, if he plays, like how that's going to
Yeah,
affect
you'd
us in those
assume they would
games.
want him. But
But I do feel like our team
yeah,
is set up
we'll
to
definitely see.
where I think the team is built to where we can win without him. I know people feel like Messi and the Messi effect and everything. And I agree. I think he's a huge part of this team and his moments of magic have saved us. But I think with the roster we have, even without him, we can it's still a solid roster and we could win games. I mean, you're talking about even with Messi gone, we essentially have 5 DPs because with Messi, we're essentially fucking 6 DPs with these U22 initiatives. These guys are making a lot of money. So I think even without Messi, there's enough quality. I think we can squeeze out victories.